Good morning, everybody. If anybody was watching YouTube on March the 11th, 2009, they probably saw a goofy-looking kid pop up on the air and started teaching computer tutorials. Well, that goofy-looking kid was me. And I can tell you a lot has changed in the last 3 years, and that's what we're talking about today is my 3-year anniversary. And I'm going to tell you a lot of stuff in this video, so you're going to be, oh my word, he's going to go into a lot of detail. Well, yes, I am. Because a lot of things have happened in the last 3 years. So, the first thing that I wanted to say was thank you very much to all of my people, all my viewers, subscribers, for watching me. Okay, I want to really thank you all for that. I wanted to let you know one of the biggest changes that's happened. I get letters, I get emails from people, and a lot of these people are facing eviction and starvation. And what they do is they can't afford the internet anymore. So what they do is they actually go to their local library and watch me there, get their skills, and then they go out and get decent paying jobs. And some of them are getting pretty high paying jobs now. And that leaves a warm, fuzzy feeling in my heart to know that I made that much of a difference in people's lives. But you say to yourself, and if you don't, you should, you say, well, how in the world did you get to all these people in the first place? That's been a tough challenge. First thing I would like to say, though, is if you know of somebody who is facing eviction or starvation, let them know about my channel, and more importantly, if you've got internet and they don't, let them come over to your house and watch my videos. That way they can go get jobs and they won't be dependent on the government or even on you. You don't want that. So anyway, one of the questions that should be asked is, how did I get all my ratings? Well, it all started when I started having some philosophical discussions here on YouTube, and this was a long time ago. And a lady with the handle Spirit to Dance got a hold of this, and we started having some intense discussions. That got me some ratings. But I knew that even that, if my channel stayed as a totally educational channel, it would be a DOA, Dead on Arrival. That's what DOA actually stands for, Dead on Arrival. I knew that was going to happen. So, I happen to live in Decatur, Illinois. I'm not going to tell you where. Sorry, not getting that one. But I happen to live close enough where I can go to the Decatur celebration. They have an actual razzle-dazzle good time parade. I videotaped that whole parade, posted it on YouTube, bam, I got ratings. I went to the Illinois State Fair shortly thereafter, and I videotaped that, and I got ratings. And I started videotaping festivals, and I went to the festival lights here, the festival lights there, and I started posting all that, and I got ratings. But even that wasn't enough to get me out into the general community. Well, while I was at the Decatur celebration back in 2009, I had videotaped the parade. When it was over, I tried to back out of the crowd. Believe me, it was a big crowd. I actually ended up backing into a sign that had never been there before. And I turned around and take a look and say, oh, gee, this is kind of cool. So I videotaped it. It had a story of Abraham Lincoln, a big old seal on the bottom. I didn't realize that it was one of 215 signs that the Looking for Lincoln Heritage Coalition had erected back in 2009 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 200th birthday. It's like, yes. So, I decided to videotape all these signs. And let me tell you, yes, I videotaped them for people who are elderly and cannot get out of their nursing homes, for sick kids that cannot get out of their homes, for poor kids that can't afford to get out of their homes, and for even infirmed adults that just simply are homebound. They can't get out. I videotape those things for them. But if you're an able-bodied person and you have the financial resources to get down here and see these signs for yourself, you should. You're depriving yourself if you don't. If you don't get down here and see these for yourself, you're depriving yourself. You really are. These things are really unique and they're really cool. And you need to come down here and see them for yourself. So, my videos do not do these signs justice. I actually videotaped the Long Nine Museum in Athens, Illinois. That video did not do that museum justice. I can tell you, you will miss a bunch if you don't go down there yourself. So, when I'm videotaping this stuff, don't think that you can watch this video and say, hey, I know everything. You don't. You really don't. The surroundings around those signs, just spectacular. You're missing a lot if you don't go down there yourself. It's that simple. But that was not enough to push me over the top, because it was still somewhat educational. Now, I was watching a channel called HemiJeep19 at the time, and he had this thing called the Comment Wars. And everybody was participating, I was participating. The thing was, he decided he didn't want to do it anymore. Well, what were these people supposed to do after that? Well, I made my own video response wars, and I told people, hey, why don't you come over here and we'll do this. It's a little more challenging, but let's do it. And that's what pushed me over the top. And that's why I get the decent ratings. It's a combination of education, festival footage, looking for Lincoln signs, and the video response wars that puts my channel right where it needs to be. Okay? And let me tell you something. I've had some channels along the way that have participated in my video response wars, and I kind of miss them. I had David Matthews that participated. I had Boink the Clown, who has participated so much that his total upload views now exceeds mine. Am I upset about this? Absolutely not. I think it's wonderful to know that I actually helped that kid out get all the way from bottom of the bag to where he is today. That was nice. I'm glad I did it. And whether he ever thanks me or not, it doesn't matter. The point is, I'm glad I did it. Not everybody has to thank me for what I did, but I know that I did it and it was a good job. And the fuzzy feeling I get because of it is great. Pichia Today was another one that used to participate. JJ Bond 2000 participated. And also, Adam of Adam's Life. That's right, New Age Videos participated in my video response wars. And I was glad for it. So a lot of channels have either had success because of me, or I've had a little bit of success because of them. So we've kind of traded on each other's success. We're all going to the top here. So it's been a kind of a wonderful trip to have this. But it's really nice to know that people go to their libraries when they are facing eviction and starvation, and they watch my videos, and they get jobs, and they get back on their feet. That's really nice. The point is, if you don't do anything to get thanked, you're not going to get thanked. It's that simple. If you don't do things that's going to produce gratitude, you're never going to get gratitude. And gratitude is a wonderful thing. It makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I'm not kidding you. It's a great feeling. You should do it. It's what you do that counts. You can say all the words you want, but if you do it, it counts. Okay? So, now, when I first started this, when I first started my channel, I didn't have any help. Okay, I still don't have professional tutors tutoring me. I didn't pay thousands of dollars for professional tutors to tutor me so I could tutor you. That never happened. Okay, and I know I've had a little bit of help in the last year or so. I have an Italian teacher from Australia that's been helping me out in my Italian lessons. I also have a lady by the name of Booball1067 that has been working with me so that I can teach you Euclidean geometry and higher in mathematics. But aside from that, I don't really have a whole lot of help. So, yes, there have been times where there have been spaces between my videos. I post videos on one particular day, and then it was like 4 or 5 days later, and then I post another one. That's because most of the time I have to crack these books. I'm not kidding you. I have to crack books like this, okay? And I don't get a whole lot of help doing that. I didn't say I don't get any anymore. Used to, I didn't get any at all. And that's what took so long for these videos. Now, I just don't get a whole heck of a lot. I'm sure over time people will recognize what I'm trying to do, and they will start helping me a little bit more. But the thing is, at this point, there's only like 2 or 3 people that really actually help me out, and that's it. I don't have a big production studio. I don't have professional tutors, the whole 9 yards. I don't have any of that. What I share with you, I have to learn mostly on my own. And that's tough. So, I know what it's like to be on the bottom of the barrel. I know what it's like to face near starvation and eviction. Okay? When I was a kid, I went to school. There was an English teacher, I kid you not. She was a poor orator, but the things she was trying to teach us was exactly what we needed to know, and I paid a dear price for not listening to her. I actually went back to her many years later, right before she died. I went to her and I told her, I said, I should have listened to you. Despite the presentations that sucked, I should have listened to you because you were absolutely right. And I'm thankful I got that chance to tell her that before she died. She went into eternity knowing that her student recognized what she was trying to teach. And I'm now learning all that stuff, and I'm glad I have. But I should have listened to her a long time ago. Now, let's contrast that with a couple of other teachers I had. One was in high school. He was a geometry teacher, and he just felt it wasn't necessary to tell us about Euclid's Elements. He was wrong. And I told him that directly to his face. I said, you were wrong not to tell us. And I'm presenting Euclid's Elements because I know you need it. I know it in my heart. And I will not stop until it's all taught to you. Another teacher I had was in college. He was an accounting teacher, and he was trying to teach us out of the Financial Accounting Standards Board. Now, most people who have taken accounting classes have probably never either heard of this or don't know that these books actually exist and you could actually buy them. And I bought mine. He was teaching out of these. These books were not assigned to us for the class. That was wrong. But anyway, he was trying to teach out of this. We didn't have them. We, the students, complained, and he pretty much got dismissed for poor teaching. That was grade F teaching. Teaching out of a book that we didn't even have was grade F teaching. So, anyway, now, inasmuch as we have bad teachers in the world, and we do, obviously, but we also have good teachers. I actually have a couple friends, they are both teachers, and they do a very good job. So not all teachers are bad. It's just that these rare few just didn't do their jobs very well. And in some ways, we paid the price for it. I don't want to be that kind of teacher. I want you to come out of my classroom knowing stuff, knowing enough stuff to go get yourself decent paying jobs. And I will not rest until you do. So, I wanted to say a special thank you, first of all, to Spirit to Dance, New Age Videos, Boink the Clown, David Matthews, and Booball1067 for being a part of my channel. Also Pachia Today and JJ Bond 2000. I hope they have continued success. I really do. So, congratulations to all of them for participating in my channel. And congratulations to myself for surviving for 3 years. Now, one of the things I want to tell you people is that I know I get these emails and you say, well, he doesn't answer right away. No, he doesn't answer right away because he is studying all these big books. Remember, I'm studying out these things. Yeah, you try doing that. It's not easy, trust me. But that's what I do. Just because I don't answer you right away does not mean I'm not going to answer you. I save those emails, and periodically I go through them to see if I've not answered a question. If I haven't, then I go in there and I try to answer. Now, one of the things I do sometimes is I will deliberately ignore an email for a while to present you with other material that I feel you should have first before you have the other. I'm not denying you the material. I'm just saying you should have this first because this first will help you understand what this is. So, sometimes you need something else, an extra key, to understand what the answer is I'm trying to give you. So, don't think I'm completely ignoring you. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to give you the most comprehensive answer I can give you. I don't want you to have a cheap shot answer. I've had too many of those in my lifetime, and I don't want you to have the same. That's simple. Let me tell you this, people. It's just this simple. The Occupy Wall Street movement, 75% of those people are just undereducated. That's all their problem is. Give them the proper education, bam, they'll be back to work. And they'll have good paying jobs. I believe that. And let me tell you something, I believe it so much, I posted these videos just to prove my point. For those people, I have a lot of compassion. I say, I'm your partner, I'm your friend, I'm going to walk you through it until you get yourself a decent paying job. That's the way it works. But one of the things I will not support, biggest thing I will not support is a lazy person. This is a person that says, oh, I'd just rather have the government throw me a paycheck rather than actually going out and work. That's a lazy person. And I don't want to support that person anymore. And so, I have no sympathy for them. See the difference? The people that are undereducated, they need my help. These lazy people just need a kick in the butt. Alright? So, like I said, I have no compassion for many of the moochers, which are these lazy people that want socialism, they don't want to do anything, they just want to sit back, kick back, and relax without working to get to that point. I have no sympathy for that. The others, I do. So, that's a lot of stuff to cover. But, here at the end, I can say this. I am thrilled and I'm thankful that I got a chance to do all this stuff. Like I said, sometimes I just don't have the time to answer you right away because I have all this stuff. I have emails that keep coming in. I have people that are watching me, so on and so forth. It takes up a lot of my time. But, and remember, I work retail 35 hours a week, so I have that to deal with as well. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to answer you. It doesn't mean I don't care. I do care. I want to help. I'm here to help. So don't make the presumption I'm not going to help you, because I am. It just may take me a little longer than whatever. Now the thing is, I also want to say this. I'm not Superman. I'm not the Incredible Hulk. I'm a vulnerable human being. And anybody that watched my video back in 2008 when I had my car wreck, now I didn't post that video until 2009, but back in 2008 I had a car wreck. The car was totaled, badly totaled. Anything can happen. I mean, I could fall down a flight of stairs. I could bash my head in doing something. Obviously, I had a near concussion when I was out there in Strasbourg. So I'm not Mr. Invincible. I ended up with a sunburn out in Lerna. So I'm not Mr. Invincible. Yeah, I keep getting sunburns when I try to do all this stuff that I'm trying to do. So, yeah. But the thing is, I'm not Mr. Invincible. Things do happen to me. And I've always been worried that I wouldn't be there when somebody needed me the most. So I do my best to get these videos up here as fast as possible so you guys can have this information and can go on from there. I'm not perfect. I never said I was. But I'm doing the very best job I can, and I'm doing it as quickly as I possibly can. For you. So, hopefully you'll bear with me. Let me do what I have to do, and I will do everything I can to assist you. Well, that pretty much concludes my 3-year anniversary video. I'm glad I did all this. The warm, fuzzy feelings I get are just wonderful. And inasmuch as people have thanked me for what I've done, I also thank people for what they've done. If you want proof of this, just ask the principal of the Thomas Metcalf School that helped me find one of those Looking for Lincoln signs. Ask Ruth Cobb. She helped me find the other Looking for Lincoln signs in Bloomington. And there are other people that are going to help me out too. You just haven't seen all this stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on in the background you don't know about. And it is very nice that Booball 1067 has helped me out with some of this math stuff. It's really been nice of her. I wish her continued success, and hopefully she'll continue to help. So, right now, like I said, my biggest concern is if, heaven forbid, anything ever happened to me, what happens then? I have about 50 or 60 people that depend upon me to come through for them. And I don't want to let them down. I really don't. So I will do everything in my power to help you get your jobs back, help you go through your homework. Let me tell you something. I know about the Illinois Prairie State Achievement Exam. I know how hard that thing is. I didn't have to take it myself, thank heavens, but I know people who have, and I know you guys need me really bad right now. So I'm going to do the best job I can to give you the ability to deal with that too. I may not be the most exciting channel in the world. If you want an exciting channel, just go over to New Age Videos. He'll give you all the excitement you can ever want. But if you want high-powered education, you've come to the right place. If you're looking for Lincoln signs, you've come to the right place. If you have come here to see parades and festival footages, you've come to the right place. If you have come here to be a part of my video response wars, you've come to the right place. Otherwise, go watch Adam of Adam's Life. I don't care. Or watch Boyd the Clown. He'll entertain you. I'm not an entertainment channel, people, but I am a channel that you need when the financial situation gets grim. I assure you. So, that's a lot to cover. Anyway, I covered the subjects that most people won't even try to cover. I just love doing that. I like putting people to shame. And I'll just never stop. Alright, well, this is Ted the Speed Learner, and I'm going to sign off here for tonight, or today. And I'm going to say to you guys what I said to you in the very first video. Stay tuned.